Here is what I think you need to know about jump rope or skipping so that you can get started on your jump rope journey. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Zoe, and today finally I have put together this video about what I think are the easiest, most important tips to know about jump rope or skipping, whatever you want to call it. Because like I said, it's my preferred choice of cardio and I absolutely love it. You can do it anywhere, anytime. So I really think that it is something that is worth learning, and it's always interesting to learn a new skill because it keeps you busy and it kind of takes it away from actual cardio or actual workout. You are just enjoying yourself and learning something new. So here is what I think you need to know about jump rope or skipping so that you can get started on your jump rope journey. Yay! Tip number 1, the rope length. Now, I've been advised on numerous times that my rope might be too long, but this is the actual way to actually check the rope length. You're standing on your skipping rope. The handles at the end need to come underneath your armpits. So that's a rough idea. I feel like this looks all right. Maybe could go shorter, but this works for me. So find the right length using this guide to give you a little bit of an idea so that when you start, it's not that you're having to jump or cover a huge distance because the rope is too long. Tip number 2, the wrist flick. Now, it all starts with how you hold the skipping rope. Notice I'm holding it further down the handle, closer. That gives me better control because this is a wrist action. Skipping is all about the wrist flicking. It's not so much the full arm from the shoulder, it's from the wrist. Now, I really recommend literally not even skipping over the rope to start with. Try and fix getting your arm close to the body, so you don't want it to be far away, but like I'm doing here where I'm keeping it really close and then I'm flicking it with quite amount of speed. You're trying to keep the rope stable, so in a line next to the body, and of course you need to do both right and left side. So get confident with flicking that rope with just your wrist and keeping your arm very close to the body, not far away from the body, but very close. Practice that. Yay! Okay, so tip number 3, the rhythm. Now, this is important again, and it takes on from my earlier tip of trying to flick your wrist. When the rope hits the ground is when you need to jump off the ground. Now, keep in mind that that rope is only like a centimeter thick, so your jump needs to be just that small. You don't want a big jump. Nothing big. You need to practice being very soft on the knees so that you've got no pressure. It doesn't matter what surface, but you need something smooth to work with, and try and jump in rhythm every time the skipping rope hits the floor. Now, this takes a little bit of practice, and of course, it has to do with your wrist flicking motion being quite stable and sound. Try and gently jump with the rhythm of your rope every time it hits the ground. Practice this, guys. This is key. Tip number 4, the actual jump. So now you've already started practicing lifting yourself off the ground softly, landing softly with the knees really soft with control. You are thinking about now not jumping big massive jumps like that, but instead keeping that small tiny jump, trying to work with your arms close to the body, which will come with practice. Don't worry, you're going to stop and start and stop and start. It's going to get irritating, but all it takes is practice and consistency and remembering those tips. No big circles like I'm doing here. Instead, I'm going to start to make the circles smaller and smaller, as well as my jumps tinier and tinier. With time and practice, this was me 5 years ago, you will start to develop a nice, easy rhythm. Tip number 5, yay, yay, yay. Okay, fancy comes later. Now, honestly, I practiced for hours. I practiced with a weighted jacket, as I'm doing here. I practiced just consistently jumping. I did this everywhere, whether it was on holiday. I mean, how easy is a skipping rope to carry with you? You can take it absolutely anywhere. I practiced on holiday. I practiced near the beach. I practiced on my terrace. I practiced in the garden. I practiced by the pool. I kept practicing and trying to keep that rhythm until it becomes second nature. It can't tire you because then you can't do it for really long. That's why the jump needs to be small. The rhythm needs to be sustainable. After a while, it becomes so much easier to get a nice, simple rhythm that you can start to play with fancy footwork. Again, I'm going to do another video later that makes a little more detail about the fancy footwork, but the truth is, all I did was practice again and again. I used practicing with rhythm, music. I played around with just countless hours of just, my preferred way of getting in my cardio. It made it much more exciting that way. Movements such as double unders only came to me quite recently, but again, with practice, anything's possible. Do it with a partner, like I would do here with a close trainer friend of mine, Arik from our studio. I would just practice to an amazing song, pick good music, and really try and enjoy the moment. That's the whole idea of pushing limits when it's about learning a new skill. If you learn a new skill, you're going to try and perfect it, and you're going to try everything in the book to get it right. And that's exactly what I did. It's not about the fancy footwork. I put in the basics for quite a few hours at a time, for at least 1 or 2 years, until I started to get a really good, easy rhythm, and life became really easy. Skipping was casual. It was something I looked forward to. It was my enjoyment time. It was my me time, and playing around and having fun and doing fancy stuff came much later. Tip number 6, my final tip to leave you with: have fun. It needs to be something you enjoy and you look forward to. My cardio, my 30 minutes now is what I try to do every alternate day. I get some great music. I focus. I maybe if I am able to turn the lights off, I think that it makes me focus better. But I spend hours practicing that rhythm, getting that beat, and just kind of like meditating. This is kind of like my meditation. I focused in on something that I really enjoyed and I didn't get tired from too easily, and I started to add on more and more reps daily. Do it. Work hard. Stay persistent, and it will happen. Is skipping for everybody? If you put in the basics and you practice that rhythm and that really soft knee jump movement, and you practice it again and again, obviously many repetitions means that there's a chance that it can definitely impact the knees, but you need to practice that along with a strengthening program, so a muscle building to keep those legs strong, as you should do with all cardio workouts. And there it is. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have lots of fun on your skipping or jump rope journey, because honestly, I think the benefits are well worth it. It's something that you can literally do every day. Enjoy it, and please let me know if there's anything more I can help you with. So put in something in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you click that little bell so that you know when I come up with something new. And I will see you again really soon.